and housing. By 1964, the company's oil production was reaching 170,000 barrels a day, and 2 years later, the refinery was producing quantities of oil reaching 30,000 barrels a day. Since 1961, AOC has produced around 4 billion barrels of crude oil, supplying over 2.8 billion barrels to Japan alone. Total production for the crude oil was on the rise. The oil of the fields was reaching 200,000 barrels a day, and by 1974, the number was so large that the Al-Khafji operations base required additional facilities to accommodate this burgeoning growth. IBM computers, new pipelines, loading berths, desalation and oil desalting units were constructed to respond to the growing production of the 4 wells. But in August 1990, things took a turn and the company saw its first crisis since its establishment. 2nd August 1990. The night was just paving way to dawn in Kuwait, where people were still asleep, while another busy workday was starting in Tokyo. The officials of the company awoke to the news that Kuwait has been invaded by the Iraqi army and that their offices were being looted. Not far away, tanks could be seen passing by the main office. Yet work progressed and went on, thanks to organized emergency procedures with the Saudi oil minister Hisham Moya ad-Din and the president of Aramco, His Highness Abdul Aziz bin Salman bin Abdul Aziz, inspected the operation fields at Al-Khafji and agreed that Aramco would fully support the company in any case of closure. On August 30th, Khafji was occupied. The oil tanks were being destroyed. It was feared that 30 years of work would be demolished in mere hours. But this was not to be. The counterattack from Saudi forces forced the armies to withdraw, liberating the city. By February 1991, Kuwait was freed, and the Arabian Oil Company resumed its oil production. The bright flames of the oil refinery blazed in the sky, reminding all of the willpower and continuity of the company. The strength and determination of the Arabian Oil Company saw itself through the incidents of 1990 and emerged still strong and still looking towards the future, seeking developments for its staff and its company as it entered a new age. In addition to managing its huge oil production and transport operations, the Al-Khafji Join Operations is still very much a part of the Khafji community and has contributed to the environment and the community in many ways. The KJO manages small recreational development projects to involve itself in the surrounding area of Khafji. KJO has been publishing the Al-Khafji Monthly for the last 4 years, as well as publishing the Al-Dura Weekly, and participating in Al-Janadriya Cultural Festival. It has established schools which have seen more than 250,000 students every year. The KJO has also supported endeavors in scientific advancement by supporting the Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research, donating $600,000 a year for the past 50 years. KJO employees and their families currently live in the Khafji community. There are 300 villas lining the shores, surrounded by a hospital and healthcare centers, a small airport, supermarket, mall and range of department stores, as well as a children's playground, recreation centers, and sports community centers and restaurants to cater to those living in the area. In addition to supporting the people of Khafji, KJO has also changed the landscape of the Khafji area to make it greener, participating in developing the area, giving back to the area that has given them so much since 1956 by preserving its marine and desert ecosystems. With the dawn of the new century, the KJO has already begun to witness new changes to embrace new challenges and achievements on the threshold of innovation and success. In the year 2000, Aramco Gulf Operations Company began its contract as the Saudi partner in the venture, while the KJO renewed its collaboration, implementing the joint operations through a joint petroleum production operations agreement. In the year 2003, the contract on the Kuwait side was renewed by the Kuwait Gulf Oil Company, taking over the second half of the venture, yet again marking a new era in joint operations now between two companies. By developing a new system which included committees to help make joint decisions, the Khafji Joint Operations had built on old ties and developed a new cooperation between the two partners, creating a real sense of team spirit. The company also spearheaded new initiatives that would change the operations of headquarter offices, which would help them function as an independent, efficient entity. A clear vision and mission and set of values were established for the company as a whole to be understood and embraced by the staff. Administrative elements such as corporate planning, facility planning, engineering services, inspection, and estimation as functions needed now. A large capital program was used to rehabilitate the company's facilities and was also dedicated to improving the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization, such as creating business decision support and corporate performance management initiatives, establishing the business restructuring program to realign the structure of the company, and adopting the latest IT technology as a strategic enabler in advancing the work of the company. The Khafji Joint Operation saw the addition of a new power plant, the construction of a second gas lift station, expansion of water treatment facilities, reconstruction of the business and community districts, renovation of loading facilities, as well as the construction of a new flow station and a seawater desalination unit. The Khafji Joint Operations also began advancing its exploitation of hydrocarbon resource by setting up new plants, underwater pipes and platforms to distribute and sort the gases in marine and shore operations. The recent addition of Wafra Joint Operations to its responsibilities has also illustrated the company's gift for adapting to new demands and challenges. Just a few examples of the ways in which the company has expanded, grown, and developed in the last decade. But what about the road ahead? What is the vision of Khafji Joint Operations in the years to come? How does it see itself and its role in the oil sector in this region? The Khafji Joint Operations aims to challenge its target production rates by 2020. Becoming the local leader in natural gas supply for the state of Kuwait. KJO sees itself as becoming the focal point for increasing Kuwaiti commercial activity in the neutral zone, maintaining world-class standards, and working in a minimally accident-prone environment with zero flaring. Not only this, but Khafji Joint Operations continues to work tirelessly to renew and renovate its buildings, facilities, and also the surrounding areas and schools, homes, and offices of their employees and families in the community to make sure they continue to address their needs. While supporting their local community, Khafji Joint Operations maintains its image and brand in the oil industry as continuing to be ahead, paving the way to progress and meeting world expectations in providing the world with energy. KJO has met visions and met challenges, and now faces the next 25 years with the same determination and perseverance that has brought it so far in the last 50 years. Bringing new visions that would have been impossible, but which are now possible. KJO continues to be a model of the great unparalleled success of strong teamwork as Aramco and Kuwait Gulf Oil Company. With its solid foundations and its ambitious sights on the horizon, KJO is a leading company in providing oil and gas. We help power your world.